Donald Trump has gotten away by saying, I played the system because I'm smart, I'm savvy. I didn't pay taxes, that's smart, okay? In fact, he had Chris Christie, a surrogate, go out, and after we found out that he had lost $916 million back in 1995. By the way, was that also smart and savvy, losing nearly $1 billion? Yeah, I'm really smart, I lose a lot of money. You know what's smarter? Making money. Anyway, and because of that, for 18 years, he apparently didn't pay taxes. So Christie came out and defended it and said, there's no one who's shown more genius in their way to maneuver around the tax code. Now, I have a very important question I want to ask about that. But first, on the question of whether he was a genius, I actually want to go to Trump's former accountant who actually did his 1995 taxes. Let's hear from him.
So Donald Trump said he did it brilliantly. He handled the tax code brilliantly. He was called by Rudy Giuliani and Chris Christie, alternatively, smart and a genius. Was that your experience in working with him, with his knowledge of the tax code? Was he brilliant in the way he used the tax code, smart and a genius?
No, those returns were entirely created by us.
So what level of involvement did he have?
Virtually zero.
Virtually zero. So the idea, he says, that he knows how to work the tax code. Did you see any experience? Did you see any example or have any reason to believe that he does know how to work or game the tax code as much as he says he does?
Not when I dealt with him.
Okay, that's Mr. Mitnick. It was largely the accountant for Fred Trump, who Mitnick says, no, Fred Trump was a really good businessman, a very competent businessman. In another interview with the New York Times, Mitnick was asked about Donald Trump, and he said he had a brash and undisciplined style and lacked sophistication. In other words, what? Huh? How do we avoid the taxes? All right, good. Oh, let's avoid them that way, okay? He said that when he dealt with Trump, his wife at the time, Ivana, would ask far more questions than Donald. The guy's a clown. Okay, but we firmly established that. So let's go on to more important things about this tax issue. It's the questions that the rest of the media never asked that's so frustrating. So, okay, you avoided taxes through this tax loophole in 95. How come nobody's ever asked, are you going to close it? Isn't that weird that they never asked that question? He says, oh, I know the system. I know how to game the system. So I'm the best guy to fix it. Okay, good. Are you going to fix this loophole that you used to avoid taxes for 18 years? Nobody asked the question. And he keeps saying, oh, I got a small loan from my dad of $1 million. First of all, that is not a small loan. Second of all, it was actually $14 million through many different occasions. And third of all, how come nobody asked about his inheritance? Okay, those are all the loans you got from daddy when he kept bailing you out when he was alive. Like you'd bungle one business opportunity after another and your dad would have to bail you out. But your dad passed away at some point. He left a fortune of $200 million. So how much of daddy's money did you get? Isn't it amazing that we've got about 2 years and no one's asked the question? Because if you find out that he inherited anywhere between $40 million to $200 million, then it's a little less impressive that he's rich. But no one asked him. Okay, finally, the most important is you say that, oh, the system is rigged. It's corrupt. The system is rigged, right? All these people, I gave them money. They did whatever I told them to do. Okay, that's true. So are you going to get the money out? How could they have not asked them that question? All of these debates, all of these town halls, no one's bothered to ask him. Yeah, but what are you going to do about it? Are you going to get the money out of politics? And if so, how? Okay, look, I actually do have good news for you on this front. Now you can ask him. Because in the next debate, ABC and CNN are doing something extraordinary. They're working with Open Debates, and I want you to go to presidentialopendebates.com. And you can do two things here. One is you could pose your own questions. So ask them all these questions. I didn't do it. I'm leaving it to you, okay? So you guys ask him whatever questions you think make sense. And by the way, if you want to ask Hillary Clinton questions, have at it, Hoss. Make sure you ask her tough and interesting questions too. And the questions that get the most votes go up to the top. So if the press isn't going to ask it, let's ask it ourselves. So the people who worked on these debates worked super hard to make sure that you had a voice in this debate. So use that voice. The second part of this, the questions that you like, vote them up. So right now in the top 10 is, would you act to repeal Citizens United? It is in essence the question that I was asking there, right? So, and you could use tinyurl.com/TYT repeal citizens, okay? And by the way, make sure you go to the links in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube, or in the comment section if you're watching on Facebook. So that one is at least in the top 10. That should be the number one question. Right-wingers are also, they have all the right in the world to do this, are also posing questions and voting on questions. And if you're a right-winger, go and vote on the questions you like, okay? But I don't want those mainstream moderators to have any excuses. The Citizens United question should be number one on the list so that they cannot avoid it. Go and vote. Make sure that someone finally asks Donald Trump, you keep talking about that rigged system. Are you going to do anything about it, and what would it be? So if no one else is going to ask him, you ask him. PresidentialOpenDebates.com. Go get him. If you're upset with mainstream media, we have the alternative for you. Come build independent media with us. Your membership powers the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.